Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bowhunt or Die. As you can see, Justin is not here today. He's out actively chasing a monster buck that he got a lead on. Actually, I'm fabricating that part. He is not out chasing a buck. He's in the warehouse filming another video, and I think he did that to me on purpose because he gave me Paul Morrison here, who seems to be just an absolute buck magnet. I'm sitting here watching these videos going, are you kidding me? Like, this isn't even close to what my season's been like. He's just like, they just gravitate to him. So let me not ruin it. Let's join Paul Morrison as he has some great encounters.
Alright guys, good morning, welcome to Wyoming. As much as I like to say that I got in here nice and quiet, I absolutely did not. The nice thing about this area is this is kind of a bedding area. About 100 yards from where I shot my doe last year, just straight across this little creek. I'm kind of in the corner of this public property, and what normally happens is there's some good cover to the right of me, right behind me actually, and these deer will come off the hayfields or whatever and come down, and someone will come over to this cover. Last year I had a bunch of action right here with bucks chasing does and pushing does and rubbing trees and a bunch of other stuff, so let's hope that it's good this morning and these deer work like I'm hoping they will, and maybe we'll see some deer as long as we didn't spook anything getting in here. So alright, I just see a buck. He's actually headed this way. What looks like a buck could be a doe. I can't see the horns, I can just see the body right now. Try to get the camera on it. See where we're at here. There's a doe, I think, coming across. That's not the one I seen. There's another one a lot closer. There's definitely some more deer coming off the top here. That big buck's kind of skirting over here. That first one's by far the biggest. There he goes. Down there at the bottom, all you can see is his tail right now. It's a big buck. One kind of went over to the other, now the other one's kind of pushing him away. There he goes. Dang it, he's going the wrong way. This is a cold one this morning. I'm struggling to keep my batteries charged enough. I'm putting them in my shirt against my heart, trying to get some warmth to them. Anyway, beautiful morning this morning. We had those two big bucks come down through probably 30 to 35 yards, but there's not really very many shooting lanes, plus I have my traditional bow, so they were still out of range, but it was good to see that there's some good bucks in here. I haven't seen any bucks cruising for a while. A lot of them went and bedded down for a while. Looks like they had some does pinned down or something in a big thicket, and then they just, I don't know if something scared them or what, but it busted them out of the thicket, and they kind of ran that across out of the property that I can hunt. So anyway, I'm going to give it a little bit more time, but all in all, it's been a really good morning. Seen some really nice bucks. So the other thing I'm thinking is I might switch it up and bring my Matthews. I guess a bow with sights should help. Alright guys, good afternoon. Sitting here on the afternoon hunt. I was going to hike back out, and then I saw a buck pushing a doe, and so instead of hiking back out, I came in here and climbed up the tree that I hunted yesterday morning. Try to get close to this bedding, and hopefully that a buck pushes a doe in here and maybe I can get a shot at him. So I actually did spook one decent buck out of here. He was kind of holed up in the middle of the thicket. I don't know if he's injured or what, but when he took off, I could kind of see it looked like he might be limping or something. But anyway, hopefully these bucks push these does. 68 degrees today, so I don't expect the weather to be helping with the rut, but oh well, when it's time, it's time. So hopefully tonight's the night, and big buck pushes a doe past me and I can get a shot at him. So it's a little bit breezy right now, so I'm just swinging away. I'm gonna enjoy this hunt. Let's go, guys, come on. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Wyoming, and it's another windy day today. It's not as windy as yesterday. Yesterday we had record highs of gusts. We almost had some 80 to 90 mile an hour gusts. So I didn't hunt yesterday. But anyway, today I'm back in the tree. They're calling for like 16 to 19 throughout most of the day, but hopefully it's not as bad as they're calling for. I'm set right back up into the thicket where I saw all those bucks yesterday and had that one right underneath my tree stand. But anyway, I wasn't able to get him called in, so hopefully today's a little bit different. And I've already seen a doe come past me about first light, so hopefully some bucks follow. We'll see what happens today. It's going to be a nice day, even if it is a little windy. We're set up right near the thicket where the deer should be, so let's hope they're here. Little buck right there. Guys, well, afternoon set here. I really never left the property. It's quite a walk out, so I ended up getting down. I was cold. The wind wasn't really right, and once the thermal stopped going up, I needed to get out of there. So I stalked out, ended up spooking a couple does. They were all bedded down, but really haven't seen much rutting action other than this morning. But I found another spot and built this blind, kind of just jumped in, I don't know, in the middle of this dead tree, and then kind of cut some stuff and laid it on top. So all this stuff is dead and everything. But anyway, there's a lot of trails right in front of me where these deer kind of follow the creek and would come across from the private property and then come over to the public. And my back's actually against the private right now, hunting to the public side. So what I'm hoping is that, you know, these bucks know that these does are bedded here behind me, or were until I spooked them up. But I'm hoping that when they decide that they need to go check another spot for a fresh doe, maybe they'll come past me. So if they do, hopefully I'll have, everything's within about 30 yards here. Hopefully they're on that side and we can get the camera on them and get a shot at them. But let's see. It's a lot nicer to sit on the ground when it's windy and when the sun's shining this hard. There's not a lot of cover in the trees, so when you get down in the ground and in this thick stuff, it kind of helps. So hopefully we'll see something soon. think he's down right there. Holy smokes, guys. Holy smokes. What have we here? Oh my goodness. Well, that turned out pretty crazy. Yeah. I'm sitting in this ground blind. I'll give you a better look at it. I just kind of crashed in here and broke a bunch of branches and made a little hole here for me. And I was starting to lose kind of hope on, I was gonna move, go somewhere else. And I decided just to stick it out. I've got an hour and a half and I don't have a good wind to hunt anywhere else. It's just a public piece of property here that, I ran into quite a few deer, but I just have not had good luck. I just hadn't made it happen. But anyway, today just changed. I saw a buck way out across the field. Starting to shake now. And I grunted at him and stuff, and all of a sudden he turned and he came down and he worked a scrape on the other, and it was a pretty nice 8. I would have shot him. And he came there and I just messed up. He stopped broadside at less than 20 yards and I wasn't drawn back, and he came around me right here at like 2 yards, went all the way around me, and then I think he spooked. I was trying to get the camera on him, but I think I spooked him. But anyway, all of a sudden I looked back across the creek and here come another deer. I couldn't believe it, but I got on him, and I don't know if he caught me moving or something, but he spun around the world and was hard quartered away. But I tucked it right in there. I think it was probably 30 yards or something like that. I just held my pin a little high, but he went down right there. And actually, there's another deer right beside him. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Look here, there's another deer over here. Right basically where he laid down or fell down or bedded down or whatever he did. I don't know if that's the doe that they were chasing or not. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome. You can see my Lumenok and my fletching has not moved at all. So I'm assuming he's dead, but I'm also going to take my time and have an arrow knocked, so that way if I have to put another one in him. But he kind of went there and he looked like he half fell, half bedded, but I know the shot angle was a hard quarter, but I hit him right in kind of the middle of the body where I needed to, and I'm expecting that arrow went all the way up into kind of the opposite shoulder deal, but we'll go up here and we'll find out. Alright, so here's his tracks right there. Got hair. Got blood right here. Right around this. There he is, stone dead. Stone dead. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna wait till Ryder gets here, and then we're gonna go up to him. But it looked like I hit him right in front of that back hip, and it angled all the way up into the shoulder, I'm guessing, because he did not make it very far. What are you doing? What's wrong? What's wrong? Dad shot a deer. You wanna go find it?
Let's go find it. Come on.
That's just
Can you jump? Jump. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, 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 jump. You okay on light? Probably getting low. I've got a light in my bag. So. Come on, you tell me. Look, can you see any deer?
Nope.
No deer?
You tell me if you see it.
Whoa, stand up. Tell me if you see a deer. Here, walk that way.
I feel like this.
What is it?
That's the deer.
What? Let me see. Where?
Did you find one?
That's right there.
Did you find a deer?
Find it?
What's this? Found this.
Say good job, Dada.
Is it dead?
Yep. Ah,
Look.
there's blood.
Is there blood on his head?
No, there's blood.
Look at that. That's a cool deer.
That was a nice one, babe.
Yeah.
Good
Blood
job.
in his mouth.
That's
A Wyoming
awesome.
whitetail. I'll take that every
Blood
day.
in his mouth.
Blood in his mouth? All right.
I don't like
Well, there you
blood.
go, guys. Dead deer right in front of the back hip, and kind of went all the way up to, it was a hard quarter, so, but it went about 75 yards and piled up. So I'm gonna get a light and do a proper interview, and we're gonna take a look at this deer. How was it? Can we high five? Good job.
I saw.
All right, guys. Well, this is pretty awesome. My first Wyoming whitetail buck.
A white buck.
Yeah, it's a whitetail buck, and Ryder gets to go on the track job. So, boy, it's been an exciting last couple days. The bucks have been really starting to turn on here. Had about 5 different bucks there this morning, and then the wind just kind of switched and was wrong. So, end up getting out of the tree and going and finding a good spot where the wind was good, and then was able to make kind of a brush blind. And as luck would have it, I was able to rattle or grunt. I'm not sure what they heard, but 2 bucks came across the creek, and I wasn't able to get a shot at the first one, and the second one was a little wider and a little bit heavier. So I made the shot count. I was just right in front of the back hip. He was a hard quartered away, and to be honest, I was within a couple inches of where I was aiming. So the deer went about 75 yards and piled up. So I am happy. And then Ryder and Delisa got to come and enjoy the night with me. So we're gonna kind of enjoy this and take our time, see how long he does in this cold. But I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, this is awesome to be able to run around on this public property that we all own, and there is some whitetail on it. So if you put your time in, and you can be successful. So timing is probably the biggest thing here. Timing, and the deer got on their feet and they were moving. So thankfully we were able to call them in and make a good shot, and the rest is history. So I'm gonna quarter them up and get them packed out, and go enjoy it with my family. So until next time, guys, bow hunt or die. Can you count?
1,
No, here, look, go like here. 1,
2,
2,
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, there you go. We have a 10-pointer. I think it's an 8 rider.
1.
Say bye-bye, folks.
Bye-bye, folks.
Can you say bow hunt or die?
I died.
Say bow hunt or die.
Bowhunt or die.
Brandon's gonna have to remove all knives out of this room and any lifelines. I hope there's none around, because I'm telling you, with the way my season's going, I have to stay clear of lifelines and knives, because I mean, oh my gosh, Paul Morrison, what a season. I mean, he goes out and has all these incredible encounters. I mean, come on, they're walking right behind him, and I give him credit, man. He's moving the camera, you can see the buck behind him. I mean, I love that kind of stuff when you're able to pull it off. You don't always get lucky and pull it off, but when you do, it is a blast, right? It's the ultimate thing when you're, especially when you're self-filming, to be able to catch all of that content. It's just, it takes filming your own hunts up to the next level. Congratulations, Paul. I mean, that's a great deer. As always, you're able to include your family and have them come out there and join you. So, you know, kudos to you on that. For those of you who are still buckless like me, in the middle of, it's not the middle yet, but at least the first week of, Brandon's giving me a look like, nah, it's pretty close to the middle. I mean, it's getting close to the middle of December here. You know, the strategies have got to change. I mean, you know, stands that you have had set for, whether it be the rut or whether it be for early season, it's like all of a sudden, these stands are just being tossed away. I mean, tossed to the side, because they're not even worth going to, because now You're really waiting for those cold fronts to come in. You're really waiting for those deer that have been pressured pretty much constantly to finally settle down, kind of regroup where they're going to be bedding on some of these southern hillsides and so forth, and start catching and moving from there into food. So that's the strategy. Right now, I go to bed just hoping that these cold fronts are going to come in and it's going to get cold enough to start concentrating these deer in like one location, because that's what I need to have happen. I mean, boy, Tommy, me, Justin, man, we're all buckless here in Illinois. Tommy got one in Wisconsin. That doesn't count, though. That Wisconsin's like going to Wyoming. They're just around every other tree. At least that's what I'm saying. So for those of you who are not buckless, I'm Mr. Positive. Stay positive. I know I'm home right now. They gave me a hard time because I haven't had a haircut like in 2 months. So I gotta go get a haircut. They told me to go take a spa day. So I think I'm gonna take a spa day, regroup, get back out there. In the meantime, we're gonna take a look at all these extremely successful hunters who should be sitting next to me right now, helping us film this show, because these guys are getting it done. Even with Blaze Orange, it can be done. I love it. So here we go. Let's take a look at the trophy contest people who submitted. Connor Blankenship, Eric Toenails. Okay, it's not Toenails. Eric Tonis, Matthew Keller, Nathan Johnson, William Marshall, and Christian Peterson. Hey guys, as always, if you want to see yourself right here on an episode of Bowhunt or Die, shoot a buck, send us the photos, or take advantage of our trophy doe contest. It's a great competition. All you gotta do is weigh your doe, go to the website, read the rules, and you can be a part of that. But man, let's go ahead and pick the winner. Actually, I already did pick the winner. Matthew Keller from Minnesota. Man, great looking buck, smoking good looking shot. Can't see your feet. Your pose good. It's a perfect photo. Matthew, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's trophy buck contest. If we call it a trophy buck contest, I think it's our photo contest. But either which way, guys, don't give up hope, because I can't. This is a 40-year, this is 49 years old. I think I have successfully shot a buck, or maybe multiple bucks, every year until this year. This is the first year in history that I do not have a buck on the ground. So that is not good. My buck luck has been taken away from me because Brandon or Brad or whoever posted that last video that said, "Will Todd regret shooting this buck?" And yes, I am regretting not shooting that buck right now. I'm absolutely regretting him, and I've not been able to find him or even get a picture of him in the last month. So I'm not sure that he's around or even alive any longer. But until next time, get your bow, get out there, start shooting, and wish me, Justin, and Tommy some luck here in Illinois, because we need it.
Spooked a couple deer. All of them were does, except there was one buck that I saw, but that's kind of